Hello, class.
Hey,
And
Miss Annie.
here we are for our lesson of the day. How are you doing today?
I'm
doing
doing
good.
That's
Very
awesome.
well.
Thank you for being here. We're going to have a fun time learning in this group with this new lesson. Before we go to this new lesson, let me just remind you, or maybe you can remind me what we were learning about last time. And we were learning about, you remember the 4 seasons? Can you tell me what are the 4 seasons we experience in the United States? I remember.
Winter,
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. You are right. Thank you. So our today lesson is actually related to that. Have you ever feel sick during any time in the year?
yes,
Just,
very
I feel
much.
sick.
Very
I
much.
feel sick different times, and I have different type of sicknesses. Like right now, what season is right now? Is it a spring?
Yeah, spring.
And I am feeling my allergies right now. Before I keep
The
talking,
pollen is just getting
let's
to me.
together watch this short video about that will give you a little bit of a clue what we're going to be studying in this lesson today. First, let me share my screen, and I'm going to go straight here. There we go. This is the one. Let's listen and let's watch this short video. I'm going to sit right here. All right. We're gonna watch another part. I will tell you right here. I'm in a 6:55. All right, so we saw that video, and do you have any idea what we're going to be talking about? Oh, stop.
Sicknesses.
Now we know we're going to be learning about different diseases that happen during the different seasons. And as I mentioned, I'm with the allergies right now. And if you're there, this is the season for it. So what causes the different diseases in the different seasons? As we see, the patterns, the weather patterns are changing, and that is what makes the air, the sunlight change as well, and the climate patterns will change as well, which could have different effects in our bodies. So what is a disease? Let me ask you. You're right. A disease is a form of an illness. It's when our body gets all the little organism that affects our immune system, and then our body gets weak and we feel sick. It's a type of diseases. There are different types, and there are different type of illnesses. And so now we are going to do a little exercise, and we are going to pass around the green paint. I'm going to put a little bit of green paint on my head. I'm going to, well, we're going to pass our hand because we don't have any students. We're doing virtual lessons right now. So when I put it, I'm going to apply a little bit of green paint on my hand, and then I'm going to shake hands with my other hand, or I'm going to just clap my hands together and see what happened to my other hand that is clean, have no paint on it. Okay, so we are going to be completing a KWL chart. What this means is things that we know, things that we want to know, and things that we want to learn, or what we learned that we can complete together at the end. So let's start with what we know. What do we know about diseases that come in the different seasons? That's right. A disease comes in a form of illnesses. You're right. What would you like to learn? Yeah, we want to learn what type of diseases come in the different seasons. All right. So now that we have some information, we can complete our chart at the end of the lesson as we learn. We know that diseases are illnesses that make our body weak or sickness, and that we would like to know what are the different illnesses that come in the different seasons, and then we are going to write down what we learned. Now let's move on and let's review some of this important vocabulary that I've been saying and I've been talking and you heard in the introductory video. So this is the word disease. We're going to place this on our wall. This is the word disease. Again, you remember what a disease is? Yeah, it's sickness. If it's feeling sick and weak, when you have a different type of disease, and they are classified illnesses. Now, again, this is the word sick, right? You feel sick if you are having any type of illness, you will feel sick. Your body will be tired. Your organism will be working as normally. Now, I have the word illnesses or illness that goes along with sickness. Illness is a way to say, is also a synonym for the word sickness. Prevent word is germs, and we're going to put this on our word. We have the word germs. We're going to put it on our wall. And what are germs? Germs are little in a small microorganisms that cut into your body in different forms, and they will make you sick. Okay, so now that we tried, what did you notice? Did you think it was funny to have green paint on my hand, on my other hand? Okay, guys, that was a fun exercise. So now, what do you think? Well, why would you think it was funny to have green paint on my hand? Well, actually, that's not green paint. Those were germs that passed from one of my hands to the other. And those germs were there because I forgot to wash my hands. Now let's reflect on that. Do you still think it's funny when you pass one germ to another person, or you pass lots of germs to another person? Now we're gonna use a baby wipe, we're gonna clean our hands, and then we're gonna throw them away. Now that we discussed, we learned the word germs. Your hands are not clean, you're carrying all the germs, and that will make you sick, and you will feel sick. You can read this book, and this book is titled Germs Are Not for Sharing by Elizabeth Burdick. Germs are not for sharing, that's for sure. All right, so we could learn 10 different things we can do to avoid getting sick. Oops, let me pause this. So now we know where germs can be stored in our houses, in our classroom, and everywhere, even on our hands, and there can easily be spread. And germs can also make you sick, even throughout the different seasons. We learned that there are different illnesses in the different seasons. The allergy, the cold season, the flu season, when the weather is more cold. So it's important to prevent. Remember our word prevention? We can prevent diseases by, what have we learned in the book? Yes, by eating healthy, also by maintaining a good habit like brushing our teeth, taking good showers, and being clean, right? And also we can prevent by washing our hands frequently. And there's different times where we can wash our hands to prevent also the germs, right? We have products, disinfectant products like this, Lysol. They come in a different presentation, and the soap. Now, together, when you go to your group, you're going to be working, and you're going to be completing this graphic organizer. What are 3 ways that you can prevent a disease? There are different boxes right here, and you are going to be either drawing. You can draw a picture of a way to prevent a disease, or you can write it. You can use different ways to present, and then later we are going to share. What are those 3 ways to prevent an illness? Our words again are going to be displayed, and when after you finish working with your group, we're going to meet up again, and we're going to start with our experiment. So at your table, you will find your ingredients. You will have the flour, the baby powder, you'll have the glitter, you'll have the soap, and each student will be experimenting to see how quick germs can be spread. All right? So now I'm going to play this transition. When you hear the transition song, it's going to be time to come back to the circle.